Good morning, Guardians. It is Ebontis here. Going to do a solo Nightfall run through with you guys, and wanted to go over a couple pieces with you before we jump in. It is Sepiks perfected. Shouldn't be too bad, but if we have a fair amount of Hive in there, you're going to want to watch out for those boomers, especially in that first room. They can get a little crazy. It is arc burn, so that's why those boomers can hurt a lot. We've got small arms, so bring your primaries with you. They're going to be very effective. We've got Juggler, Ironclad, and of course Daybreak still running every week until basically Destiny 2 comes out. Now, with Arc Burn, definitely bring your Arc weapons with you. I've got Fang of Ear Ute, you've got Zalo Super Cell as an option, Fatebringer, Necrochasm could be a ton of fun. I might run that on like my last character just for a crazy build. Whatever you got, Scout Rifle is going to be probably effective just for that long range damage, especially on the bosses in the tank. But again, it's up to you guys. Now here I've got the Irene, just a good backup sniper in case you need it, and a rocket launcher as well. I've got my armamentarium for that double grenade action, and then any rocket launcher boots just for ammo. Striker build, pretty standard. You can go Vortex or Lightning, Pulse, or Lightning. Both are going to be pretty effective. Lightning is just more directional. Of course, there's just area effect. I've got Shockwave for that wave in front of me. Just, speed and toughness. You can actually probably go Battle Recovery. Battle Recovery and Toughness. Your agility is going to be a little bit low, so if you want to mix it up occasionally with just a little bit here, you probably can and still be alright. Kind of your call there. I typically like speed and toughness if I'm going to have a little bit of anything. And then, of course, just harder to kill while using Fist of Havoc. If you do want to throw it in the mix, it's always nice to stay alive a little bit longer. But other than that, pretty straightforward. I am doing this live on twitch.tv/Ebontis. You guys can always catch me there on Tuesday mornings doing these resets with you guys, especially working on the Nightfall solos. And other than that, you can always check me on twitch.tv or Twitter or subscribe to my YouTube channel. But come on in and let's kick this thing off. I'll see you guys on the inside of the strike. Alright guys, as soon as you come in here, jump on that Sparrow so you can skip over this first section and get right into the strike. Now, depending on how well you can drive a Sparrow, or honestly, if it's just one of those mornings where the turns are just not happening, sometimes it's an efficient way to run through here on your Sparrow. Other times, it's not so efficient just because you're like, I cannot seem to do this morning. So don't worry either way. You got to get off and walk, no big deal. Now, from here, when you come out, you're going to have some enemies up here. The main one you want to look out for is the big old Knight. You can pick some of these guys off as you're coming in. The Knight should be around somewhere. But honestly, like, if you need to skim all the way over the top, you actually can probably do that as well. Miss most of the stuff and you'll be fine if you do. Pick off a couple guys just so you're not getting tagged completely through the air. But if you kind of hover over this direction, they're not going to chase you out of here, so you should be alright. Come through here, shoot a couple of these just so you have a relatively straight path. And from here, you can just start, taking some of these guys out with some rockets, because I did. Well, that happened. That was awesome. Let's see how we restart. If I'm in the room, I'll take it.
Well,
alright.
That's new.
Try that one more time. Honestly, yep, just skip right over. Here's a big old Nightman. That's the main one that you want to watch out for, is that Knight. Other than that, just don't shoot yourself in the face with a rocket. But there's your blooper for the morning, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. My special intelligence right there treat me really well. But try not to shoot yourself in the face with a rocket. And then from there you can have plenty of fun picking these guys off. Honestly, just throw some grenades down there as well. That'll be pretty effective. You can get them on these walls. It's also really effective because you get that angle of attack on them. Ow. Boomers still hurt. Promise you, they hurt a lot. Be able to pick most of these guys off. Any stragglers should probably be able to get punched, honestly. But yeah, just don't shoot yourself in the face with a rocket. It's pretty effective if you don't.
In the meantime, do not touch the lasers.
Come up here, deploy your ghost. Now. If it's Hive, they're going to be coming out of back here. If they're Siva, they're going to come out of up there. So if you get the Hive coming out, they're going to be coming out back here, so watch for them on the map. Try and throw some grenades out there if you can. Really get some grenades farther back if possible. And then from there, you can kind of pull back, get up to some safety and some cover up here. You can use the wall here to get some of these guys down. Again, properly angled grenades are going to do quite a bit of good just as you go through. Trying to keep some of these guys at bay, especially the boomers. A couple shots with your scout rifle is going to be really effective, honestly. So just keep that in mind. Keep that cover going. You're going to have this knight down here. Watch him. If you can get him before he gets in cover, it just makes life a little bit easier. And if you got a straggler, just come down here and punch him. Now, listen for curse thralls. Those are going to be ones you don't want to get too far down with because they will definitely kill you. But if you're down here most of the time, you should be able to see a lot of the guys come out. Now, the second wave that comes out, depending on if you got them coming, there's the cursed. Well, that was a really effective grenade, if I do say so myself. And cursed are all up here. Regular thrall, you can probably punch them. They're not going to kill you too bad. But again, a well-placed lightning grenade is worth every penny. Usually one more knight somewhere around here. There we go. Once you get those audio cues, you've got the next phase coming. Now, the next phase is going to come literally out of this room. So, when you've got them coming out, well-placed grenades. Again, should lock a lot of things down over here. Now, the wizards are arc, so be careful with their multi-shots. They can definitely ruin your day pretty quickly. So try and get some grenades out there, working those guys down. Get some for the guys down below. You can keep throwing those grenades and just watch where the wizards are. Again, you can just barely tag them. They're going to go down fast as soon as you get them exposed. Again, watching for those boomers. This old dumpster is a nice piece of cover. Again, just watch where you shoot anything in the realm of grenades or anything too big. Knight down. We've got one more wizard up here in front of me. Just got to find them. Usually, they go down really fast, though, so don't worry about that. And then from here, just, you know, throw some grenades out. Try and get a little higher arc on that shot. Again, the knights go down fast. There we go. Got a couple of stragglers. Probably got one knight down below. One thrall. Not too bad. There's another guy down there. Oh, I've got that area covered like crazy. I can get that one. Oh, all the thrall. Big old knight sitting down here somewhere, though. I want to find that knight. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Come on, big boy. And just keep looking. You'll have big old hallowed knights in the back. Again, small arms, and your burn is going to kill things pretty dang quickly. Still got this knight down here somewhere. If anybody's being a big straggler, just go with the one big massive shot there. And again, if you need to get back, just fly up here and you're going to be okay. Watch for those curse thrall. They will be around. Some grenades, if pointing in the right direction, will save your hiney. Just watch for the thrall out there. A couple of stragglers around. I'd love to actually get that guy there. There we go. I got the curse thrall. I did not want to actually jump down there until I knew he was down. I don't like to mess with curse thrall when it's kind of an easy way to get yourself killed, so just be careful about that. Look for the wizard in the back. Where's he at? Seriously, where'd he go? He's around. Like, even an acolyte goes down with a body shot. There's your named wizard. Once it's down, you're pretty much done with this section, so you can do it in a couple of different ways. Be careful how close you get to curse thrall when you're doing that, though. That's a kind of a risky endeavor if you're going to do it. But I'm going to apparently have all the special ammo, but no heavy, but I do have a box, so I'm going to grab that, and moving on. Occasionally try and use some rockets so you get some different ammo types dropping. Whoa, hey, follow. Thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate that very much. I think it's like I follow I, but if I'm mispronouncing that wrong, either way, thank you very, very much for that sub. That is awesome. Thank you for starting that morning off right. Much, very much appreciated. You guys always blow me away when you guys do that stuff, so thank you for every one of those. Every subscribe on YouTube, just following my channel, just checking out my content. Thank you guys for everything. I do appreciate that greatly. So, coming around here, bringing out the scout rifle. We are likely to have the ogres in this one, so some of those guys will be spawning. You can come up here, you kind of get a good vantage point on a lot of stuff and start picking some of this off. Curse thrall, pick off the wizards first just because they are going to hurt quite a bit as they go through. Going to have some hallowed knights back here. They are going to sting a little bit. Watch for the knight ship to come in. You can get some shots on these guys, or even a snipe is going to be fairly effective. And the ogres are going to come in. So now, again, your best bet is going to be, of course, your scout rifle, just because a lot of damage very, very quickly. Try and pick off these ogres. This is actually a pretty reasonable angle if you can get a decent shot. I've got a pretty good angle up here. I actually don't know if the enemies are going to be able to come up here and jump up to me. Hopefully not. If I could just finish this guy off. I'm shooting them like the elbow. So far, seems reasonable. If you got any guys hopping up top, just watch for those ships. Find the ogres in the back out there. And again, just make sure that ship isn't shooting you. But if you can tag this ogre before he gets in range, you're going to be having a pretty good time. The door is actually open, so at this point you could run all the way. And I think getting off of there might actually stop that ship from spawning. So, but that's a really good vantage point to actually be able to take out the ogres from a distance. Now's a good time to pull out a few rockets. It's not airborne or anything, but always a good time to make sure those guys go down quick. Come up here. See if I got any more. Really? Well, don't kill yourself that way. Captain down. A few more of these guys should be coming in. If you got any stragglers, again, just pick them off. And again, you can see how effective my scout rifle is going to be pretty much on any of these guys, so just remember that. It's going to work pretty well. Come through here if you got any ammo drops. This room went insanely quickly. Seriously, I follow. Thank you for the sub this morning. I really appreciate it. Sometimes I wonder what you guys see, but I always appreciate the support. So again, thank you guys. Give me a little hype up in chat for that one. I follow with that huge sub this morning. Every sub is huge. Big, small, doesn't matter. It's a sub to me, so it means so much more than you guys probably know. So I appreciate every one of them so much. Thank you guys. Now when you come in here, you can use the walls with those lightning grenades to get a lot of effective kills that way. You get one of these grenades behind them, take out a lot of them. Just looking on clearing out this room. Once all the enemies are down, you will get the boss to kick off the fun time. Find Straggler Man here. And if you can get a couple grenades placed well. Just be careful about that melee shot from him. He will mess you up. But if you can get a nice little smash in there for good quick damage, that'll be a nice way to get a little fun off. Ow, ow, ow. He just still hurts though. Quite a bit. Trying to get some grenade damage on him though for some fun over there. Keep those throwing. And we're in the next phase. So those grenades will work pretty effectively if it sits in the right place. But you'll have some shanks coming out, so a grenade in the back will take some of those out. And these shanks are going to have some shields, so they're going to be more on the annoying side than you would imagine. Grenades around will be good though. Keep those shanks going down. They're only going to take 2 shots, but again, it's still more than just one. And also, if you're not flush against this back wall, you can have a couple enemies come up behind you, so be careful about that. Now, arc is first. If it is arc burn first, just be careful about the Scorch Cannon, guys. You can do a lot of damage when the Scorch Cannon actually dies, but until they do, they can mess you up pretty hardcore. Especially the Major. So watch it. Just be careful. Keep throwing those grenades out. And keep some of these enemies at bay over here. Take out those shanks, a couple dregs. Now big boys are going to be around. Just watch your radar, see who's around. There we are. They're both over there. And I'm probably going to kill the guys way too far away. Scorch Cabinet should be in the back. See if you ever need that one effective, just quick death. Go for the big slam, pick up the cannon, and take that shot on him. Now, if you can get a full charge, pick up the cannon and get out of there, and you can actually get a ton of damage, especially with this arc one. So that one's going to get a huge damage chunk on him. 43, almost 100,000 shot on him there. I don't know if he's actually going to go immune yet. Again, if he's in that middle section, grenades are going to work pretty well if you can get him placed on that box. Just keep throwing them, it's always a good time. See when he actually goes immune, otherwise just start putting those shots into his body. Right there in the middle, again, 11,000 a pop, and we're on solar. So it's going to go pretty quickly, whichever way you go. And again, Warlocks, you guys are going to have a blast, honestly, just because you're going to be putting out the damage like a crazy person, because you can go, you know, Jedi mind trick fun with all your Sith joys, or lightning fingers. Should be a good time for you guys. Now, this is where grenades are going to be really, really efficient for you guys. Now, the next Scorch Captain guys are going to be solar, so they're not going to be quite as bad. Again, those grenades sometimes need a pretty long shot. But if you've got the health and you can come out here, get a nice slam, and a shockwave, you should be able to clear things out. Get that first shot on him, let that fully charge up, and then pick up the second cannon just because if nothing else, Scorch Cannons will do a lot of damage, so it's still a nice way to get a chunk where you're not using any ammo, and it's still going to be pretty effective. Now from here, just find him. If he goes to the middle, he's just doing that. He just wants to be really nice to me. Now if he's right on top of your head here, just throw a grenade at the ground. Let that do some work on him right there. He may smash the ground and kill your grenade, which is fine if he's going to sit there. You should probably get out of there fairly quickly, though. He's not going to hang there very long. And then from here, just come out and start working that body damage. If he's across the way, grenades are going to work. Try and hit the wall behind him, because he's going to kind of pace his way back and forth. Keep those shots going, just trying to get him into void phase. If he lands on top and you hear that little melee, watch that and be careful. He's like... well, he's going to hurt. Lightning grenades work though, guys. Use them as much as you can. Trying to get him into that void phase if possible. Watch your health. There we go. There's void phase. Taking a few more shots than I wanted, but that's alright. Throw some grenades out. Try and get that back wall covered as well. Way back there. There we go. Get some good times rolling. And again, that long shot against that wall is a nice one so you can get the enemies from behind. Any of those pillars are going to be pretty effective. Yeah, watch the Scorch Cannons. You guys know those are going to sting. But if you do see both of them grouped up together, it's always a nice way to get both cannons to drop. Just like this. If you get one and you don't get the other, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. But in case you miss, there's always a second option. We got some dudes out. Oh, what's up, guys? I feel like I dropped the shield, but I haven't seen him. Oh, yep, it dropped.
Nowhere for Sepiks to
There.
run
Both,
this
all
time.
three shields are down, so at this point it should go fairly quickly. Just gotta find him, which is sometimes harder than it looks. There's a few dudes back there. A couple shanks are coming out. We'll start picking those off. And again, well-placed grenade like there can kind of keep some of these guys in check. There. Vandals, dregs, they're all going down. Honestly, just you can spend a little time here either killing the guys, or you can also just work on killing the boss. Like, you've got options, you sometimes just have to find him. Last phase, he can be somewhat farther away. That's why it's a little more difficult to get those clean shots on him if the enemies aren't down. That's why it's kind of nice to take all the enemies out. Again, like, just throw a grenade there. You're going to kind of keep that area at bay. Get those grenades coming across the way on him if you can. Well, if he's going to be below me, I'll take that shot. Throw a grenade at his feet. Try not to die. Gonna hurt a little bit. If he's still hanging outside of the door, just throw those grenades. I needed that one a little bit higher. Like that. Where'd you go? Nice. Still hurts. He's not void, but it hurts. I'd love to finish him with an actual super. It's hard to do, especially later on when he's way up there in the air. But if I can, make it happen, it'd be kind of fun. You need to lock down an area, just use those grenades. You could focus on him a little more, but as you guys can tell, he's going to go down pretty quick once you get those clean shots on him. He's going to go down right here. There he is. And we done. Ta-da! 12 minutes to go. 63,000 points already.
Sepiks
I haven't
was
even got my
this
time
player's
bonus
next
yet,
big
so
play.
this is going to be kind of
Present
high.
God for all
Actually,
to worship. Then control the flow of ether to control the house.
82,000.
I guess they didn't
Yep.
factor us into the plan.
Gold's not going to be all that hard to get, promise.
Any wrench we can throw in their works is a good thing.
Use that skeleton
Guardian,
key if you so
you make
desire,
one hell
because
of a
why
wrench.
not? That one, though, it looks cool. I like that one. Grab any ammo you need. And it's a pretty clean run. I've got stuff all over the ground, so... I had 3 bullets left on my primary. That's actually pretty good. Well, that was well timed. 3 primary bullets to go. Didn't actually plan or pay attention to that remotely at all. So, yeah. Might want to watch that one as you go through. Thank you, sir. The GG. And I got a mark. Ooh, best drop ever. Not even max stats. But yeah, that is a pretty good run through, guys. Sepiks is really a pretty reasonable one because you have that room to hide in. You've got 30 minutes for time. And if you're going Arc, most of the classes are going to be pretty effective. Hunter, I would say, is going to be the least effective because you're going to have to be in melee range. You could still use, what is it? You can still use Arc Blade to kill some of the Scorch Cannon guys. You're going to do a lot of damage still either way with that. It's not going to have like brawler damage, but you're still going to get some good damage in for your super. So you should be able to wipe those guys out pretty quick. But it's kind of hard to beat Fist of Panic or Fist of Havoc, depending on what you like to call it, when it comes to wiping those guys out. But as you guys can tell, any Arc primary with you is going to be effective. I'll goof around with some Necrochasm. I'll goof around with maybe Fatebringer on another one. So just have some fun on some different builds. It's a pretty good week to run it solo. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, you guys know, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can support me there and see when new videos come out. With those little alert bells, you'll get those heads up. Follow me on Twitch. If you're awesome enough like one today, give me a nice subscription on Twitch. So thank you very much for that one. And follow me on Twitter. I usually try and let you guys know when I go live, unless it's Tuesday morning. I just typically am usually going to be on here. So have a good morning, guys, and I will see you soon. Thanks for tuning in. I'll get the other classes up a little bit later. Have a good one.